Welcome back to Drinks and Football, an extension of our YouTube channel, Drinks and Chill. So this video is going to be a little bit shorter.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit shorter just because we're a little bit short on time this week and we still have to edit it and then post it on time. And yeah, we're kind of doing this at the last minute. So,
All right.
Without any further ado, oh, by the way, my name is Matt. This is Gio. Let's get into week 7.
Yep. So we went ahead and made our predictions, and now we're going to see how many we got right.
Yeah.
Denver and Cleveland.
We got that one right.
Yep.
And I'll talk a little bit more about that game here in a little bit.
We got Green Bay and Washington. Green Bay won that one. Yay.
Yep. We both picked Green Bay to win that one. So
Green Bay finally got their red zone touchdown streak ended there. So that's good.
Yeah. Next was Kansas City at Tennessee. I had picked Kansas City.
And I picked Tennessee.
Who won?
Yep. I figured Kansas City's defense was not very good. And they weren't. They were crap.
Atlanta at Miami. I picked Atlanta.
I picked Miami. Miami didn't win that one.
Next, we had the New York Jets at New England.
And New England dominated that game. I didn't think it was going to be that.
I didn't think so either.
But, yeah, they won handily.
54-13. Next was Carolina at New York Giants.
And Giants won that game.
Dominant again. I had picked Carolina.
Oh, you did? Why are you marking that one? Stop giving yourself points.
I don't know. Next.
Baltimore and Cincinnati.
Oh,
you know
my
what?
goodness.
I lost that one. I thought Baltimore, they're at home. Cincinnati doesn't do well in Baltimore. And Cincinnati was like, yeah.
And last week we were talking
Screw all
about how Baltimore is a powerhouse now all of a sudden.
Yep.
And yeah,
we're not going to mention that anymore.
That didn't work out. Yeah, I don't think we're going to use that word powerhouse anymore.
So Philadelphia and Las Vegas. Las Vegas won that one. Yeah. And these past 2 weeks after the Gruden firing, they've been really, really good. And so is Derek Carr. It seems like a weight has lifted off their shoulders, it looks like. Detroit and Rams.
Rams won that one.
Yep.
Even though Detroit had them in the first half, not going to lie.
It seemed like they were trying to do everything they can to beat the Rams.
Yeah.
Onside kicks, fake punts, and they were getting them all, but it just still wasn't enough.
Houston at Arizona. Arizona won that one handily.
Still undefeated.
Yep.
Chicago and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay won that handily, and Tom Brady got his 600 touchdown.
And they almost gave the ball away.
Well, they did give the ball away, but they fought back, and the guy got nothing for it.
He actually got a lot for it.
No, he didn't. He got 2 signed jerseys and a $1,000 gift card or something like that.
He got 2 signed jerseys from Tom Brady, a signed jersey and cleats from Mike Evans, a $1,000 gift card, and 2 season tickets for 2 years.
Oh, he did get the season tickets. Oh, okay. Indianapolis and San Francisco. So
Indianapolis won. I had actually picked San Francisco.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I picked Indianapolis, and I got the game.
Finally was New Orleans at Seattle. I had picked Seattle.
I picked Seattle.
Yeah.
I thought I picked New Orleans. 10-3. Okay.
Damn. All right. I was 8-5. Dang.
Yes.
All right. You're catching up.
I think I'm ahead.
Wait, because I was 30-16 before this week.
I was 28-19 and 28-18. Oh, we're tied.
Oh my God, we're tied.
38-21.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I made a comeback.
So, like we said, we're gonna make this a short one. So, Ravens lost huge to the Bengals.
Tennessee Bengals.
Yeah, doesn't seem like they are the powerhouse we thought they would be. Kansas City lost to
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Kansas City hasn't been doing good with their defense. Their defense is basically what's keeping them down, and Patrick Mahomes has been throwing interceptions left and right.
Panthers and Broncos just keep on losing after both getting out to those 3-0 starts.
Yep.
So, talking about the Broncos, the Cleveland and Broncos game, Dearness freaking Johnson, man.
Yep, he stepped up when they really needed him to. They don't have Nick Chubb. Kareem Hunt's hurt.
Kareem Hunt is hurt, yeah.
Kareem hurt.
And Baker was out too, so they had Case Keenum in there, and he actually did a really good job of kind of holding it down too.
Yeah.
For this upcoming game against the Steelers, we think we're going to have Nick Chubb. We think we're going to have Baker Mayfield. Nick Chubb was at practice Monday. Baker Mayfield was not. Neither was Jarvis Landry, but I think they still have him in the depth chart.
Because they still have time. They have until
Sunday.
What was it, Thursday, usually Friday, maybe even up until the game day, depending on how he's progressing.
Part of me kind of thinks we should keep Baker Mayfield out of that game just to give him a little bit more time to heal up, because Case Keenum isn't a bad quarterback.
He started in games and won games, so you know what? We'll hold off on Green Bay for now and go with the whole Deshaun trade rumors.
Oh yeah, that's
there's
right.
like about 7 teams from last I heard. I could be wrong on that one. I know it's 3 teams.
It was the Dolphins at first. You started hearing about the Panthers, the Broncos, even the Eagles.
Deshaun Watson has a no trade clause on his. He can choose to pick where he wants to go, basically.
Mm-hmm. And who knows, by the time this podcast actually gets released, he may have been traded.
Yeah, it's like, oh, breaking news.
Yeah.
We're not there for it.
And speaking of trades, Joe Flacco, I believe it was today that it happened.
Yeah,
today
he
being
went to
Tuesday.
the Jets.
He went to the Jets. Zach Wilson, I believe, got hurt in the last game.
Yep.
So they're needing someone to basically carry them.
Wasn't Joe Flacco with the Jets and then got traded out?
I don't know. I know he was with the Broncos. I know he was traded from the Eagles to the Jets, but I don't know if he was with the Jets before that. He might have been, now that I think about it. I can't keep track of what he did after all that. I didn't even know he was with the Eagles.
Well, he's back with the Jets, and so let's see what that team does with him now.
Yeah.
Because they have not been doing anything. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the Packers and Arizona game, which is a very, very, very sad game.
The Cardinals have been like the one team this year that's been like consistent throughout everything. Baltimore surprised me. The Bills surprised me with their losses. The Rams, who I thought were kind of up there, sort of showed a little bit of against the Lions this week. But I feel like the Cardinals are just that team that just constantly dominates. How do you feel about that?
Green Bay doesn't have a lot of players. A lot of players are injured. And then just recently, Devontae Adams is out and Allen Lazard is out.
Mm-hmm.
They're both on COVID protocol. We don't have our defensive coordinator because he's on COVID protocol as well. It's like the worst time for all this to happen because it's on a short week. If it wasn't a short week, we could have gotten these players back because it would have been, they're all vaccinated. So we would have gotten back because how their rules set up. So that's just way too many players. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm trying to be optimistic, but it's a worrisome game. It's more worrisome than other teams because this team is undefeated. They've shown the ability to step up, not play down to the level of their teams where they have a lower win-loss ratio. Don't know how this is going to go. Green Bay is undefeated without Devontae Adams for the past 2 years with under 4. So there's some good things about that, but tight ends have done nothing against Arizona, and our second wide receiver is coming back, but it's been a month, and so I don't know how he's going to do.
That being said, getting into week 8, Green Bay at Arizona, who are you taking?
I'm taking Green Bay. I always pick Green Bay, ride or die.
I'm taking Green Bay too, just because I know if I didn't, you would literally kill me. So
not literally, calm down.
I'm taking Green Bay.
Figuratively, maybe.
He would be doing this podcast by himself next week.
All right, Carolina and Atlanta. I pick Atlanta.
I picked Atlanta too.
I think Carolina is doing poorly, and Atlanta is finally that tight end guy, Kyle Pitts. He's been doing great.
Yeah. Miami at Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Same, Buffalo.
Tua Tagovailoa should not be in the NFL.
San Francisco at Chicago.
San Francisco.
Really? I picked Chicago.
Because I don't like Chicago. All right, moving on.
True.
Cleveland and Pittsburgh.
I picked Cleveland.
I picked Cleveland too. Their defense is good enough to hold off. Detroit and Philadelphia. I picked Detroit.
I actually picked Philadelphia.
I don't think Jalen Hurts is the guy.
I don't think Jalen Hurts is the guy either, but I don't think Detroit is the team. Just in general. So I picked Philadelphia.
Indianapolis and Tennessee.
I picked Tennessee.
I picked Indianapolis.
We have a lot of differences
here.
This
is going to be interesting next week.
Yeah.
Indianapolis, I think Carson Wentz is finally getting comfortable under that system, and I think they'll be able to improve.
They're coming off wins against the Chiefs and the Bills, so I don't know. I think Tennessee is kind of on an upward trajectory right now.
Cincinnati or Jets? Cincinnati, because Jets suck. Yeah. Rams and Houston.
Rams, because Houston sucks.
New England and Chargers.
Chargers.
I picked New England.
Really?
Yep.
I picked Chargers because it's at home.
I picked New England because I felt like Mac Jones is finally getting comfortable in that system.
Yeah, it seems like he is too.
Seattle and Jacksonville.
I was going back and forth. I finally landed on Seattle though.
Seattle, because they're just at home, and I think their kicker will have a bounce back because that's the reason why they lost last game. Denver and Washington.
I picked Denver.
I picked Washington. I feel like Washington showed that their Heineke is a decent quarterback, and also their defense, I'm pretty sure will get better, and Denver just isn't good right now. Tampa Bay, New Orleans.
Tampa Bay.
I picked Tampa Bay, but I feel like this is a closer than... I was hesitant on New Orleans because I think their defense is... That linebacker of theirs is doing really well. I can't remember his name right now. Sorry.
The thing about New Orleans is they have the talent there to actually win this game. It's just that we don't see that talent
play out.
Yeah, brought forth every week. Yeah. They're so inconsistent in the way they play.
Dallas and Minnesota. I picked Dallas because Minnesota sucks. New York Giants and Kansas City.
I went back and forth with this one. I took the Giants.
I took the Giants too.
Yeah.
I think Kansas City's defense is just, I don't know, they're just not there. And until they prove me wrong, I'm going to keep picking opposing teams.
Yeah, and especially what the Giants did to the Panthers, because the Panthers do have a decent defense. And so the fact that they're able to do that, I just like, against a team like this, I know that's going to be considered like an upset, but I think that's my upset. And let's see, yours too.
Yeah, and that's a Monday night game too, so weird that it's a Monday night game, but yeah. Okay. So that is our conclusion for this week's podcast. Be sure to stop by our YouTube channel as well, Drinks and Chill.
Yep. While we've been doing this podcast, we've actually been drinking Jameson with ginger ale and lime juice. So if you want to see how we made that, there'll be a description on our, or there'll be a video on our YouTube channel. Drinks and Chill. Until next time, thank you so much for listening, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.